these systems. He brought together two of these systems, the Koto Ryu and the Gyokko Ryu, brought them together as a self-defense system, trying to put together a well-rounded system. So you had this circular-based system and this linear-based system. Koppojutsu is bone breaking, and then Koshijutsu is striking with the small weapons, hands, fingertips, knuckles, tips of fingers, edges of weapons, that kind of thing. May I use your body? Mr. Carr, if you just stick your arm out. An example would be this Koppojutsu. When I hit his arm, I'm trying to break his balance. So I would do this and send him kind of tumbling backwards, so that way I can, off balance, so that way I could do techniques to him. But in this Gyokko Ryu Koshijutsu, I'm trying to sting him. I'm trying to hit into nerves with parts of my body, kind of poking. I want to create this hot pain. And it's really designed to make him hesitate. Okay? I'm trying to get him to hesitate. And the reason is it's about this distancing, this spacing, and the techniques that they practiced. Okay? The originator of Gyokko Ryu is Cho Gyoku. His other name is Yo. His Chinese name is Yo, and the Japanese call him Cho. This Cho Gyoku was either a princess or a princess's bodyguard, okay, an imperial bodyguard. But either way, it's a small framed person. Many are the belief that it's a bodyguard, and he was a really small framed person who needed to develop a system for fighting bigger opponents, okay, and knocking them off balance and kicking them and sending them flying away using mere brute force wasn't really an option for him. Also, the person's he's used to being overrun, and that wasn't working for him. So he had to create a system to make people hesitate so he can exploit the distancing. And the distancing is really a distance problem of avoiding or evading, like a choice. So a punch comes in, for an example. Punch. Koto Ryu is avoiding. I'm out of range. If I leaned in the way of the thing, I'm still out of range. I'm way out here coming in and doing my technique. So the way I don't get hit with my footwork, I'm avoiding it. I'm beyond this punch. I'm beyond the punch. The Gyokko Ryu, I'm evading it. I'm within range, obviously, of the punch. So here I am, this little framed person, having to make this person hesitate so he doesn't throw this one. So throw two punches. So in Gyokko Ryu, or Koto Ryu way of dealing with it would be similar to what I just did. While a Gyokko Ryu way of dealing with it would be more similar to this kind of an action, where I'm way in here, inside the person's center of strength. I'm inside that power triangle. I'm right in here somewhere doing my technique. Or I'm right outside, right over here doing my technique if I go to the outside. So I'm staying really, really close to the person, evading the attack as opposed to avoiding it. So we have this method, this Gyokko Ryu method of staying close, causing the person to hesitate. He throws two punches. You see the hesitation? I'm inside the punch, but it caused hesitation in him when he wasn't expecting the hot pain. That's the main philosophy or strategy, or when employed in technique, it becomes a tactic that the Gyokko Ryu would use. Another tactic that was used by this Gyokko Ryu is one of spinal twisting. I want to really twist when I hit things. Boom. When I hit, there's this twisting, corkscrewing up through the body. The force, the energy, everything twists. Pop. So it's like a whipping action. When I hit the inside of these arms for these receives, it starts, boom, down here by my feet. And the energy just kind of torques up through my body. I'm trying to show it. Bam. Okay? So if I have Kari, and Kari's helping me here, and Kari throws a punch. When I go to the inside, there's this whole twisting action. It's not a big lumbering, swinging the rock. Bam! This real kind of knocking it out of the way. It's not just hitting with just my arm power. I want to make sure that I'm torquing and whipping as this comes. So this is the action. He punches with the other hand. I'm torquing in, and everything follows. My hips. Bam. Boom. Just a snapping, whipping. Even my hand, as it flies through the air, it flies like this and whips in. Stabbing in with my knuckles, using the edge of my knuckles to hit. He punches. I go to the outside, and I hit. I'm dropping. If I hit on top, see my knuckles where they end up? My wrist is even bent. It's whipping all the way through. Bam. So the punches. Knocking it down and out of the way. And then rotating back in. So the strategy of this spinal twisting, everything I do is whipping through my body into the other person. An advantage of this, besides this whipping effect, is each technique leads into the next technique. So when he punches and I whip, this arm is now cocked back. It's ready to go. Now this one's cocked back. Bam, bam. Every time I strike with one side, the other side is ready to go. I'm already twisted and unwound this way. I'm like wound back up. Untwist and wind this way. So here, twisted, bam. I want to make sure that everything just whips out. Pop when I hit. Okay? Bam. This one's ready. Bam.